beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The Dolphins send out the rookie from New Mexico, Jason Sanders, to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
On the ground, Michelle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Michelle. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
Hey, I'm looking outside of Julian Edelman right now because he's back after injury in 2017. How about his 2016 season? 98 catches, over 1,100 yards. But how does he get that done? Works out of the slot a lot, plays with a lot of fire, a lot of fury, and a lot of intelligence. Understands how to run routes, set people up, and finishes it off with big catches.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th, and he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, the catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game, and they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brandon Cooks to the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first and 10. Here's Brady. He completes it right side to White. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 37 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by their 7th-year quarterback from Texas A&M, Ryan Tannehill.
Unfortunate for Ryan Tannehill, as the improvement was starting to develop in the NFL. 2 knee injuries in the last 2 seasons. The second one cost him all of 2017. Right now, if you watch the Dolphins, you believe as Ryan Tannehill goes, so do the Dolphins.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
30. Go, go.
Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
One of the things I've always enjoyed about watching Kenny Stills play is his passion for the game. You can tell he absolutely loves being out there, has a ball when he's out on the football field. But the other thing, he can fool you. He looks like a slot receiver, but runs great routes from the outside and creates big plays downfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
20.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Amendola. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
I'm taking a good look at linebacker Dante Hightower, who missed most of 2017 due to injury. And I do believe that the Patriots missed him in a big way in the Super Bowl, because you remember against Atlanta in the previous Super Bowl, it was a strip sack by Dante Hightower that changed the complexion of the game. Big and strong in the middle, stout against the run, can rush the passer from a defensive end position, and he's just that alpha guy that everyone gravitates towards on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, it's Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now. An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. The New England Patriots, they are now 6-0 at home after winning last week there against the Minnesota Vikings. Patriots overall, Charles, 9-3. And here we go again.
I'm just shaking my head while you're talking, because how do they do it? This is supposed to be the age of parity in the NFL. Yet every year when you start the season, you just go ahead and write in ink the New England Patriots AFC East champions and then go from there.
Yeah, they go to Miami, then to Pittsburgh before home games against Buffalo and the Jets the rest of the way. And they follow their leader. I mean, you're not going to be recalcitrant to that guy. He's got their full attention. They begin with Michel on the ground. And now running right through him. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Unlike everyone, I've got a soft spot for the underdog story. And even though Rashad Jones was taken in the 5th round, which isn't so bad, still, to think that he's now a perennial Pro Bowl player, went to a 2nd Pro Bowl this past January, that's coming almost out of nowhere. But why does he do it? Covers well, tackles well, but best of all, he leads. That secondary that he plays with, they follow him.
A give. This is Michel. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
20, like 20.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina.
Like 20, like 20.
To throw on third down. Brady, and he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. They go play action here on first down. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Like 20, like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Like 20.
Here's Brady. And his pass incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Like 20.
From the gun, it's Brady. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense getting the football back here, and this is a team that all of a sudden looking pretty good, 6-6. They won at home last week against Buffalo, so now they're 5-1 in the friendly confines this year.
And they're going to need to be really good in those friendly confines because out of their last 4 games, 2 of them are at home, but look who they're playing. New England and Jacksonville. And you know Jacksonville can wreck a team with their defense. How about at Minnesota and at Buffalo to finish? Not an easy stretch for the Dolphins, but they still have hope to try and reach the playoffs.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and pick up the first with goal. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's it, baby.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1 and the offense can't get there, the defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Wait, 20.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, wait, 20.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 10-zip our score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Wait, 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk, and a 1st down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Wait, 20.
Now Michel. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
20.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
20.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Brady now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
20.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
So now here come the Dolphins. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Hey, set, we're 30. Go.
On first down, Drake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And Amendola with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. 11 more on that one and another first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
30! 30 hot!
On the handoff, it's Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Caru's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
20!
Back to throw, Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We saw plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Now a play fake. Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
30. Go.
Now Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Off play action, Tannehill. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play, Tannehill to Parker, 48 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Waiting.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Waiting.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. A big play, Brady to Gronkowski, 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 13-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Sanders now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. On first down, Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up second down. On that incompletion, since we're hitting the home stretch of the regular season here, wanted to talk about some of the sack leaders on the defensive side of the football. Not too many surprises, really, if you look at the top 7 or so. Aaron Donald, he's number 1 right now, 16.5 sacks.
That just tells you the greatness of Aaron Donald, that it's not a surprise to us that he leads in sacks. Yet he's mainly a defensive tackle. Usually those guys are not on the top of the leaderboard. It's usually defensive ends and outside linebackers. Some of the other names in there, of course, Von Miller. He's second, and Chandler Jones right behind him. J.J. Watt, Jason Pierre-Paul, Myles Garrett, and Danielle Hunter also chasing that number.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
New England on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Ryan Tannehill becomes the focus of our players' spotlight. We will see here that he's done quite a bit, but the bottom line, I guess, partner, it hasn't been enough right now.
And let's face it, everyone wants to be in a spotlight, but when you're not winning, that's not quite as much fun because that's the bottom line, especially if you're a quarterback. Did you lead your team to a victory? No matter how many passes you threw, completed, all of that, that's what he wants to get done.
So far, he does at least have some good highlights to take home with him. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Quick look ahead to Week 14 and what's on tap. A couple of good games, at least historically. Pittsburgh and Oakland and Philly and Dallas.
And all of a sudden, I'm 8 years old again. Because Pittsburgh and Oakland, when I hear those names, I'm thinking who's going to win and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. That's what it felt like when I was growing up. How about the one that's got flexed in? The Rams and Bears playing in Soldier Field on Sunday night.
Yeah, that'll be good. And then Vikings-Seahawks on Monday night. So 2 great ones to finish off the weekend.
Yeah, these teams are fighting for wild card spots and, of course, maybe even a division title or 2.
Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Waiting.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And right side caught Hogan. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap.
False
A good
start.
call.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they
Still
saw
first
it. The
down.
bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Michelle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Go.
Again, it's Michelle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
New England on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michelle. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. New England on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And a good effort on a return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. Set. 230. Run to the hut.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Tannehill now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 54 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, Good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Play action. Now it's Brady. Right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
You know, some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways it's sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as a single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
Like 20! Like 20! Like 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Like 20! Like 20!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Like 20! Like 20!
Operating from the gun. Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Like 20! Like 20! Like 10!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Like set! Like 20! Go!
From the gun, Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now, that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
We go. Like 20! 380!
On the ground is Michelle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Brady throwing on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
From the gun, Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gore. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off play action, Tannehill going deep here for Stills. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Dre. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go. Ready?
Now it's Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Sanders now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Like 20! Like 20!
And they'll run it here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt
Still
like,
third
hey,
down.
this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
220! 220!
Operating from the gun. Brady looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot 1st down.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game, and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady would do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No, no one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Brady, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady goes underneath here to White, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Matt Hawk now. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And now Edelman. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a play fake. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the ground, Michel. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To Michel on the dump-off. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
220!
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait 10!
They'll run. This is White. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
He's still one of the best tight ends in the game, and while he has no shortage of things he can do once his playing days are over, I think that touchdown just signaled that Hollywood can wait a while.
The point after try for Gronkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Tannehill now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. 240.
Tannehill throwing again. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Let's go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Drake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Michel. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And it's Michel once again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And a short gain here down to the 22. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, Michelle. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing middle but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 80!
Play action, it's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill, he's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught by Parker. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Tannehill on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.